Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. I have my latest Ulta haul that I cannot wait to share with you guys today. I have new goodies from Too Faced, Juvia's Place, L'Oreal, NARS, Tarte. I mean, you name it, I have it in here. I also have a little new moisturizer from MAC, Hyper Real Skin Canvas Balm. I picked up the travel size. Just lots of new goodies. The majority of these items, I don't think you've seen me use at all, not even like swatching out here on my channel. Some of them you have seen me use, but hey, it's okay to use makeup again. That's why we buy it, right? I am just excited. I'm excited about all of these goodies that I've picked up the last couple weeks. If you have picked up any of the products that I'm going to be trying out today, leave it in the comments what your experience has been so far. And if it is your first time here on my channel, I want to say hello and welcome to all of you new subscribers. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. My name is Steff and this is what I love to do. I love trying out new makeup. You're always going to see the latest and greatest in makeup reviews. I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, which I cannot wait to dive into this Candy Shop palette. It looks absolutely stunning. I do makeup ranking videos here. We just talk about makeup and we have a great time while talking about the makeup. If that sounds like somewhere you want to be and something you want to see on pretty much a daily basis, I do tend to upload quite a bit. Do me a favor, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of makeup hauls, if you just want to do a get ready with me, maybe you're going to be getting ready for work or getting ready for a night out on the town as you watch today's video, give this video a thumbs up before you go. As usual, guys, I'll have everything linked in the description box. Everything's going to be linked to Ulta in case you want to check out any of these items. Some of those links are going to be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Let's get today's video started. If y'all want to see my Ulta beauty haul in action, keep on watching. All right, let's start by moisturizing the skin. And I picked up the travel size version of this new MAC Hyper Real Skin Canvas Balm. Anything with the word balm, I'm very intrigued by. It does have the little protector, so I'm gonna use what's on the little protector first. Now, they had obviously the regular size, they had this travel size. I wanna say the travel size, there's no, oh wait, yes, there's a little bit of a scent to it. But I want to say the travel size was $22 and then the full size was probably, I don't know, double that maybe. I've never tried MAC skincare before. Actually, I don't think I even knew they had skincare. This feels really good. This feels like a balm. Like it's a thicker consistency. I am a normal to oily skin type. But you know, I don't mind a heavier moisturizer. Maybe this is something that I can reserve for nighttime, but it feels like it's absorbing really well into my skin. But there is that little hint of fragrance. That doesn't bother me like with my skincare or anything. And it feels like it's something that's already going away. Well, this feels good. This feels good. You could probably even use this as a makeup primer. Feels like it has a little bit of tackiness to it. All right, cool. I picked up two new primers and they are both from L'Oreal. L'Oreal released these new primers. I want to say there was 3 or 4 different primers. These are the ones that I chose that I felt would best benefit my complexion. This one is the Pore Minimizer. This one does say it has 1% AHA, LHA, and BHA, so that's going to kind of be like an exfoliator as well. That's cool. So it's going to blur pores. Skin looks smoother over time. So yeah, hence the skincare ingredient in there. And then this other one says it's going to be matte, a matte primer. It says it has 1% LHA and salicylic acid. Grips makeup, no shine. Skin looks rebalanced over time. So all right, that's pretty good. I want us to try one on each side. So I'll go in first with the matte primer. I'll do that for the left side and it has a little squeezy tube. So I'm just gonna put some on my fingertips, warm it up, and then I'll apply it over here. If you're wondering why I didn't go in with any SPF, it's because it's the evening and I'm just gonna take this makeup off pretty much right after I apply it. Okay, that definitely feels mattifying. Oh, and it looks mattifying too. Why do I feel like it's accentuating pores though? I wonder if you could layer them. All right, let's try out the Pore Minimizer Primer on the right side. Again, little squeezy tube. This one has like a little soft pink tint to it. This is where I have the larger pores. Right in here, I used to have acne-prone skin. I used to suffer from really bad acne when I was younger. What do you guys think? Do we see pore blurring? I actually feel like I see pore blurring on this side with this primer than I do on this side, but I feel matte on this side. I wonder if I should combine them. I'm gonna take a little bit of the pore filling and I'm just gonna put it right here on top of the matte. See what that does. I mean, I'm sure they're interchangeable. And I'll do the same for the other side. I'll add the matte to it. This is where I want to be matte anyway, just like the T-zone. Right up here. I do feel matte, and I did see a little bit of pore blurring on the right side when I initially applied the primer, so we'll see. Let's move forward. The newest foundation in my stash from Ulta is the Juvia's Place Powder Foundation, but I want to use the NYX Bare With Me Blur. A lot of you have said that you've picked this up and you have been enjoying it. I want to tell you guys that I took this with me to Las Vegas. I took this one and the new Makeup by Mario foundation. I wore this one about 80% of the time. I think I only wore the Makeup by Mario one like once and it did a good job, but I was wearing this from the morning well into the evening. And so what I would do is I would apply the foundation in the morning, I would do like my base makeup, and then I wouldn't do my eye makeup until we were ready to go out that evening. And so I'd just touch up the base. This foundation looked flawless for 12 plus hours. I was so impressed by this foundation, and I have the shade Vanilla. I'm going to use my BK Beauty 101 to start applying. I like the coverage of this foundation. Like I said, it's just done such a great job on my normal to oily skin. I like everything about it. And I do feel like it is a matte finish, but maybe it's more of a satin finish because I do feel like I get a little bit, like a hint of a glow. I mean, especially as the day goes on because I'm normal to oily, so I get a glow all on my own. But I mean, this just did such a fantastic job. Like, it has done such a fantastic job. I've said this in my review video over this foundation. This is to date the best NYX foundation that I've ever tried, and I've been using NYX products for many years. I am 40 years old, so you can just imagine how long I've been using NYX makeup, and this so far is the best. I don't know how it would necessarily work on those of you with dry skin. I feel like it would be all right, you know? But definitely, I mean, if you're normal to oily, full on oily, I definitely think this is something you're going to want to check out. Now for the under eye area, I want to try using the yellow e.l.f. color corrector. This is their new camo color corrector. I probably should have done this before I applied the foundation, but that's okay. When I did my how to use these color corrector videos, I used the peach one under the eye area, and I'm going to take this new Real Techniques concealer brush that I picked up. I used the peach one under the eye area as a corrector under there, but one of y'all told me to try using the yellow one as a brightener, and I thought that was a good idea, especially because the concealer I'm going to be using today, I'm going to be using two different concealers actually, but the one I'm going to be using under the eye area is like a medium coverage, and it's also a brightening concealer, but it doesn't provide an extreme amount of coverage. Well, that actually did a pretty nice job of color correcting and brightening. Now, this other concealer I'm going to use for the under eye area, this is not new in general, but it's new to Ulta, and that's why I'm going to use it. Some of you might have just picked it up. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealer. The shade I have is Buttercup. I'm only going to use this right under here. I don't reach for this particular concealer that often. I mean, it's okay. I do have a review over it. It's really lightweight, but I guess because it doesn't provide a lot of coverage, that's why I don't necessarily reach for it all that often. But I mean, it's okay. I think if you pair it with a color corrector, I think you'll get the best bang for your buck in case you're wanting to try this new one from Too Faced, or their latest one, I should say. I feel like I tried this a while ago. I don't know why it's just now going to Ulta, but yeah, it's been around for a little bit. It even got released, or they re-released the Ethereal Light Setting Powder. I don't know what they did to it, but I like it so much better than the original. I want to say this stuff came out like around the time that the Better Than Chocolate or palette came out. So I want to say maybe that was July or August. Like, it's been a little bit. So Ulta's kind of late to the game on this one from Too Faced. I think they're playing well together, the corrector and the under eye concealer, but again, it's not totally full coverage. What I'm going to use to kind of spot conceal, which I always do every time I do my foundation or makeup routine, I'm going to use the latest one from Makeup Revolution, and this is the IRL Filter Finish Concealer in the shade C4. I've determined that I like this concealer better as a spot concealer than an under eye concealer. And for me, you know, I gave this a good wear test. I've been using it since initially reviewing it. I picked up shades C2 and C4. C2 I obviously got for the under eye area, and C4 for doing exactly what I'm doing, just kind of spot concealing, adding a little bit more coverage to the places where I just like to build up coverage. And I think it's done a good job, you know, with that, and it's played well with, you know, the other foundations and stuff that I've tried with it. So for me going forward, that's how I'm gonna be wearing this particular concealer from Makeup Revolution. So far, I think everything is just meshing really well together. One tip I do want to give you, at least something that has worked for me with this NYX Blur foundation, is apply it the way you normally would. For me, you saw that I used a makeup brush, and then I like to pat over it with a slightly damp beauty sponge, and that really helps to melt this product into the skin, kind of just helps to mesh everything together, and it really smooths it out. And that little trick has definitely worked with, I think, just making this foundation look so smooth. Next, I'm gonna go in with some contour or liquid bronzer, and this is the latest one from Tarte. This is the Sculpt Tape contour, and I bought two shades. I've used these already on my channel. I bought Cool Bronze and I bought Soft Bronze. So this one is gonna be Soft Bronze that I go in with. Let me give it a good shake. I've only used this bronzer like maybe once or twice since initially filming with it. We'll do a little bit on the nose. I always like to do a little down here. And so far I liked it. I feel like it's worked out really, really well for me. I'm gonna use the BK 110 brush. I was watching Lisa J, the owner of BK Beauty. I was watching her Instagram, I think it was yesterday or day before, and she was using this brush for contour, for cream contour. And she also used it for like liquid blush and stuff. So I thought, well, I'll try that on my next Get Ready With Me. We'll see if I can maybe find not a replacement, but an additional Holy Grail brush instead of my Smashbox Cream Cheek brush that I always use to blend out my cream bronzer, cream contour. That's just been my go-to brush for quite some time now. Just works so well. When you find those tools that they work so well for you, you don't want to try anything else, and you tend to get multiples of them, which I need to order another BK A506 concealer brush. I need to do that ASAP. Don't forget that BK still has that Holy Grail brush set, which includes the 101 foundation brush. It includes my favorite A506, and then it includes this one right here. This is like the mini version, I'd say, of the BK 101 foundation brush, but this is the 109 brush, which I've enjoyed using that for like cream blush and even foundation. I've used it for foundation, I've used it for concealer. So many things. Such a versatile little brush. But that little brush trio is on sale for 80 bucks, and then you can use my code Steff. It's a non-affiliate code, and that'll even give you more money off. So it's been a pretty good deal. Some of you have already told me that, you know, you've picked that up. Let me know if you've already gotten it in, what you guys think. I love the way this brush blended out the contour, by the way. Really, really good. I am going to go in with a powder bronzer, but before I do that, since I am done with my cream products, we're going to try the setting spray next, and I picked up this one from Too Faced. You guys know my holy grail eyeshadow primer has been the Too Faced 24-hour shadow insurance primer. They reformulated it last year, and I think it's just fantastic. So I'm hoping this one has a little ball in it to help mix up the product. Hoping this is going to be equally as great. All right, let's... Ooh, that's a fine mist. Okay. I'm getting a little coconut scent from it. Yeah, definitely a little coconut scent from it, but it's a really nice mister. It's a good mister. Let me just pat over everything. Now for setting powder, I don't have a brand new powder, but I have a new to me powder. And I picked up this one from L'Oreal. It's their True Match Super Blendable Powder. I went with shade W2 in this one. I've never tried. Never tried this powder. Is there something below it? No. Oh, it doesn't come with a mirror either. I was thinking maybe it was like the Physicians Formula Compact where you have, like, you flip this up and you have the mirror and the little sponge, but no, it is not like that. So I'm going to take the BK 113. This is also one of their newest brushes. I'm just going to dab some off, and I'm going to use this to set the under eye area. Let me know if this is one of your holy grail powders. I know this has been around for many years. I'm probably the last person on earth to try it. But let me know if this is something that you use on a regular basis, or maybe you've tried it and didn't like it. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully I'll like it. It's not money wasted. I think it did okay on top of the foundation. I don't know about like right in here. What's going on there? Yeah, it looks a little, like it got a little cakey right there. But everywhere else seems to be pretty good. See if I can. Nah, we'll leave it alone. I don't want to mess with it. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of powder bronzer, and I'm going to go in with this one from CoverGirl. I've only used this twice since initially reviewing it, and it's the True Blend So Flushed Bronzer. It has a slight little sheen to it. It does remind me of the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer a little bit. I'm going to use my BK 111. And I'm just going to add this on top of that cream bronzer slash contour. I think that the shade I have in that Tarte product is more of a bronzer shade than a contour shade. So that's why I'm just calling it cream or liquid bronzer. This is a really pretty product, a really pretty bronzer from CoverGirl. When I did that CoverGirl haul, this was definitely one of the standouts, or like the standout from that entire haul. So yeah, definitely recommend checking this one out. Now for blush, we're going to try this one from Too Faced. This is going to be a matte blush, and this is from their Pinker Times Ahead collection. They released, I believe it was like maybe 6 different shades of blush. I'm trying to open it right now. I mean, the packaging is really cute, but sometimes just gets a little stuck and I can't open it. The shade I picked up is called Candy Clouds, and you guys did see me swatch this in my swatch party video where I swatched out a whole bunch of new highlighters and blushes, and this was one of them. I'm going to use my Refer 04. This is not going to be the only blush I go in with today. Oh no, I have the NARS blush palette here as well that I want to try layering over this. Then I also have the J-Cat highlighters. So if you remember that video, you've seen me swatch those. I just haven't gotten a chance to use them. Pink blush, guys. This is it right here. You guys saw me swatch 3 different pink blushes in that video. Pink blush is definitely a thing for 2023. So this one is a matte, and I think it's gonna layer really well with the NARS blush palette. I don't know, we'll see. I'm about to try it, but I like it. I think this is a really pretty blush. You could even do this without putting the bronzer underneath. I feel like I might be maybe stepping back from bronzer a little bit, at least like on my cheeks, so that I can really play with blush more. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Do you wear bronzer on your cheeks, or do you just put bronzer like on your forehead, maybe a little on your nose? I'm toying with the notion of doing that. We'll see what happens. So this is the new NARS palette I picked up. This is the O Foreplay palette. And let me open this one up. I like the packaging on this one. It is a baby pink packaging. Gets a little stuck when opening. You do get a mirror. And then these are the beautiful, they're all glowy blushes. It's a glowy blush palette. Although this I would definitely think is a highlighter. I'm going to go in with, I guess I'll do the darker one, same brush. And again, if you want to see me swatch these, it's on that swatch party video. Wow. Definitely pigmented. But yeah, you can see me swatch all of this stuff on that video. I had so much fun making it, even though I had a major migraine while I was making that video, but I loved it. I think it turned out, it was fun. It was a fun video to do for you guys. Let me know if you guys have picked this palette up and what your thoughts are on it. What do you guys think of a glowy blush in general? Do you guys go for a glowy blush? Do you pass? You just stick with matte? I love it. I like it. I like to get my glow on. Now to complete the glowy look, I'm going to go in with the J-Cat highlighter. This is the You Glow Girl highlighter, and the one I'm going to use is in the shade Seaside Frost. Now J-Cat released 3 different shades of highlighters, but I felt this one, ooh, look at that. Oh my God, we're definitely going to need to take that damp sponge over this, but I thought this would be the one that would pair perfectly with the eye look, just the whole makeup look. Wow, that is some serious highlight. This brush I'm using is from the Alamar Cosmetics and Encanto collaboration, which I don't know if it's still available. It's been a nice little highlighter brush. Wow, J-Cat killed it with these. Amazing. And I don't have, this could be the only stuff I have from J-Cat in my stash, the 3 highlighters. I don't fully recall, but amazing. I mean, just swatching them was just so much fun. And now applying them, woo. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go in with the blush brush, no additional product. And then I'm gonna lightly go over everything with my damp sponge. It's really not too damp. It's like the perfect amount of dampness, wetness. All right, now for brows, unfortunately, guys, I stay true to my brow products. I usually don't stray. I use Milani, I use NYX, I have a Give by Gwen Stefani. I just picked up, you know what? I just picked up a new Rare Beauty brow product, which I'm using in my full face of Rare Beauty video that you guys will see very soon. So I'm gonna take care of the brow. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to do my brows on camera, at least one of them, because a lot of you have been asking me for my brow tutorial. Let me get my brow products and I'll show you how I do my brows. All right, so these are the 2 brow products I'm going to use, and they're both from NYX. I have the Micro Brow Pencil. I have the shade Brunette. I don't know why I have the shade Brunette. Maybe that was from when I had my redder hair, but I like to have my brows be darker than my actual hair color. I just feel like it brings out my features a little bit more. And so right here, like I'm just drawing like little hair-like strokes, and then I'm gonna just start drawing a line underneath, kind of just defining the shape this way. And I'm not using a lot of pressure just because this is a darker pencil. but I'm just giving the brows some shape, some definition, like a good base for when I go over everything with the brow pen, the Lift and Snatch brow pen. And you'll see I'm just bringing them in a little closer to my nose. Sometimes the brows get away from me, you know, they'll come out bigger, thicker than I wanted. But, you know, just kind of use your spoolie, especially like if you're like me, you're using a brow product that's maybe a little too dark for your current hair color. Just use the spoolie to kind of feather it out a little bit. There you go. So now I'm going to go in with the Lift and Snatch brow pen, also in brunette. And I'm just going to draw little hair-like strokes just going up. It looks a little red, doesn't it? I think it's my lighting that makes it look a little bit on the red side, because I have an auburn brow pen also from NYX, and that looks red. I don't know why this kind of has like a reddish tint on camera. In person, it doesn't really look like that. So I just get the spoolie and just start feathering stuff out. I also keep like a little concealer brush handy so that I can like clean up the edges a little bit. A little brush like this, and I just kind of, I go back in with the pencil if I need to. And there you go, just something like that. That's pretty much what I do. I mean, brows are just a personal thing. They're very trial and error. I mean, I'm glad. I'm happy you guys are liking the way my brows have been looking. That is a huge compliment for me. Like, that's probably one of the best compliments that you could give me, because I never used to do brows that well. It took a lot of practice. It took years of practice. Let me finish off the other brow. I'm going to apply my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to start playing with the Candy Shop palette from Juvia's Place. Okay guys, the brows are on, and remember, brows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. Not twins. I also applied Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer, so we're ready to go with the Candy Shop palette from Juvia's Place. If this doesn't get you in the springtime spirit, I don't know what will. I know a lot of you are still going through crazy cold winter weather. Thank God in South Texas. I don't mean to brag, but we've had a string of beautiful sunny days down here. I don't mean to brag. I don't mean to make anybody feel bad. But this palette really puts me in the springtime spirit. Drawn to the pink, drawn to this blue. Look at this shade up here. I don't even know. I don't even know where I want to start. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to do a blue and orange look. And we're going to save the orange for the lower lash line. And I'm going to do a combination of this shadow and this shadow in the crease. I'm going to start first with this one, and then I'm going to pack this actually all over the lid. I'm going to use my BK A501, and I'm just going to apply this shadow. This is like a nice like skin tone base color, just something easy to blend with. I'm going to put that right in here. Now on my BK203, I'm going to go in with that bright blue, and I'm just going to be packing this all over the lid. I love this blue. This is a beautiful, definitely a springtime blue, just a happy blue. Okay, now I really want to try this beautiful shade right here. So I think I'm going to do a combination of this shade, and maybe we can even try this like marbled shade right here, and maybe a little bit of this green as well. I'm going to put this on the outer portion of the lid. And I'm using my new Morphe M709. This was a recommendation, and thank you, because when I said that I was using this brush in one of my previous videos, I commented, I mentioned that one of y'all had commented and told me to use or to get this brush in replacement of the M124, which has been discontinued now for a while. And then when I said thank you to whoever gave the recommendation, you replied. So I'm sorry, I'm not remembering your screen name right now. But thank you again, because I really have been enjoying this brush, and the little point on it It's perfect. It's perfect for precision, for placement. Good recommendation. Thank you guys, all of you who recommend such amazing products for me to try out. Just little tools that are gonna really just help the look be that much easier, that much better to complete. I appreciate all of your feedback, your little tips and tricks, because you all have a lot of tips and tricks. And you're not just learning from me, I'm learning a lot from you guys. Okay, now with the same brush, I think I'm gonna go in with the green, and then we can use this marble shade in the like inner corner and maybe like right in the center of the lid. So I'll go in with this one next, the same brush. I did clean it off, and I'm not gonna spray it because it still feels like it's a little damp. Ooh, that's pretty though. So this one is smoother. It's a smoother, I guess maybe more of like a traditional shimmer, but wow, it definitely packs a punch, especially over that matte blue. That's beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick some of this shade up with my finger. It's more of like an icy pink shade. I feel like this would look better though over maybe the pink or the orange. It has a little bit of blue in it. I think it's gonna be really pretty for the inner corner. Let's move down to the lower lash line, and I'm gonna do a combination of this shade and this shade for the lower lash line. I'm gonna start first with the lighter shade. And I'm using a Rephr 12. Now I'm going to use a Rephr 26 for that darker shade, and I'm going to keep this really close to the lash line. I love the combination of orange and blue together. So, so pretty. In my opinion, of course. You all let me know what you think about this color combination. You know what I'm thinking? Maybe we'll try a different color for the inner corner. I'm seeing this really beautiful shade, these two right here, but I think I want to try this one. I'll use the same Rephr 26, and I'm going to spray it. I just spray it with some setting spray. Wow. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. It's like a duochrome. All right, I'm loving the way the look is turning out, but we definitely need eyeliner. We need the finishing touches. For mascara, I'm going to be using this one from L'Oreal. I don't know if this is brand new or it's just new to me, but it's the Telescopic Lift Mascara. It says it's going to lengthen, lift, and add volume to the lashes. Let me just give you guys a close-up look of this one. So here it is in the packaging. And let me show you what the wand looks like. It's like a comb style, like that silicone style. It's really thin. Oh, this is going to be good for the lower lash line. So I'm excited to try it out. Let me go off camera, do the finishing touches. I'm not going to apply any falsies today because we got to see what this mascara is made of. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so here's the completed eye look. What do you guys think? The only thing I didn't use from Ulta Beauty was this Game Beauty eyeliner pen. It's the blue one. These are fairly new to Game Beauty. I do have a code with them. It'll be in the description box, and they have a new collection coming out really, really soon. You're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that. For the lower waterline, I went in with a ColourPop. This is a color stick. This one is in the shade Free Time. It's a metallic shade. The mascara, I'm liking it. It's a fast drying mascara. I like the size of the wand, and the wand has two different sides to it, so you can use that to kind of maneuver your lashes, like to separate them, of course to curl and give volume and that length. I really liked it. I really like this mascara. I like the separation and definition that I was able to get to the lower lash line. Now we need to do lips, and I don't think my lip color is gonna match the look that I currently have on. I picked up one of the new glosses in this Juvia's Place Candy Shop collection, and it's a swirl gloss. Like, it has pink and orange in there as well. I don't know, we'll see. It's the Strawberry and Cream Gloss. That's what it looks like. Let me swatch it on the, oh yes, I think it'll work. There you can see the swatch of the color stick from ColourPop. Let's try this out. Let's see. It'll go. It'll go. It's just for a little bit. This has a flavor. Yeah, oh my goodness. This smells nice too. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like, do y'all remember that rock candy that they sell it like on a stick? And it literally looks like rocks, like different color rocks. That's what this is reminding me of. Man, I used to love that. I used to always get the pink one, the pink and the blue one. Wow. This could be my favorite gloss from Juvia's Place just because it smells so good and it tastes so good. Strawberries and cream right here from the new Candy Shop collection. Okay guys, so with that, I've officially used everything in my latest Ulta haul. Let's recap everything really quick. The primers from L'Oreal, I think they did all right. They're doing okay under this NYX foundation. I'm definitely gonna have to try them with other foundations and I'll let you know, but so far I think they're doing a decent job. The Candy Shop collection, because it's what's on top of my basket here, love it. Let me know if you want a dedicated video over this. That's definitely something I think I can make happen for you guys, but it'll have to be like a faster style of video where I just create the looks with some music playing in the background. But I thought that this palette was absolutely beautiful. Definitely ready for springtime with this one. Lip gloss, amazing. The Tarte liquid contour slash bronzer, I have the shade Soft Bronze on. I really like it. I think if you're looking for a dupe alternative to the Charlotte Tilbury one, I think this might be something you want to check out. The NARS Glowy Blush Palette, love it, love it. I cannot wait to get more use out of this one, and I definitely will be using it a lot more. I've already used the e.l.f. color corrector. I think they're really good. I already told you guys my thoughts on the IRL filter finish concealer from Makeup Revolution. Definitely like it more as a spot concealer than an under eye concealer. Don't sleep on these JCat highlighters. Pick up all three, pick up one. I mean, they're under $5 each. Amazing, amazing formula. Wow. The Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealer. It's a very lightweight, medium coverage at best concealer. It's been out already for a while, but it is new to Ulta Beauty, so that's why I used it in today's video. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Let me know if you've already tried this out. I think it's okay. I don't think it's fantastic, but you know, it's nice for those no makeup type of days. The Too Faced Blush, I'd be interested in getting another one of these. This is a matte formula. I thought it was good payoff. Again, it's pink. The shade I have is Candy Clouds. Love the packaging. There was like 6 different shades to choose from. I've been loving the new NYX foundation, guys. This is one of my favorites of the moment. It just lasts. It lasts all day and it looks great on my 40-year-old normal to oily skin. I'm gonna have to keep using the L'Oreal True Match powder, but so far, I think it did okay. I think this little area where I was concerned with kind of just ironed itself out. Go figure. Sometimes makeup does that. Sometimes makeup just needs a few minutes, an hour to kind of set itself down, and I think that worked great. I'm loving this this CoverGirl bronzer. If you want something, a bronzer that is not too glowy but not too matte, this is the perfect in between. The shade that I have in this one is So Flushed. I absolutely love it. What else? I think that's it. Oh, the setting spray. I like it. I like the mister on it. It does have a little bit of a coconut scent to it, so it might contain coconut water. That is something you'll probably want to check out because I do know that coconut water can aggravate certain skin types, but I love the mister on it. I'm definitely gonna get a lot of use out of that just because I love the Shadow Insurance Primer, and I have a feeling that might be my new holy grail setting spray. I don't know, we'll see. But other than that, guys, I think I went over everything. I'm liking the way this full face of makeup turned out. I have 0 complaints. Imagine that. Oh, last thing, the MAC little moisturizer. I think for me, this is definitely something I'm going to reserve for the nighttime just because it is a thicker formula, but So far, I mean, it's playing really well under this full face of makeup. Let me know your thoughts, guys. What are some things that you have recently hauled from Ulta Beauty? What are some things that maybe you purchased from Sephora, Beauty Bay, Beautylish? Leave it in the comments down below. And of course, let me know what you thought of today's look. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.